Yes, today the 26th day of January 2026, another beautiful reason to thank God for the privilege of being alive. I kid you not, some people died even before January 1st. Some died January 1st. As we speak, some people died yesterday. As we speak, some are currently dying. I am not mocking those people, but when I think about these stuffs, I just want to say thank you, Lord. Thank you, God Almighty. Thank you for life. Thank you for everything you have done. Thank you for being a protective God. Some other people happen to be the ones that protect their gods by building houses for them, doing a lot of stuffs. But we worship God that is invisible, but things that He gets to do for us are visible. So, God Almighty, we will not take your protections, your provisions for granted. We are glad that we are alive today. Thank you, Lord, for life. Thank you for everything. I am Ambassador Robin Emmanuel Oluwafemi. For short, you can call me Rio. Just to save the stress. And welcome to another edition of Bomber Breakfast Show. It is the last Monday of January, and guess what? We are about to skyrocket ourselves to February, the month of law, the month that has never been completed and will never be completed. A big shout out to people that were born in that month, because after all, my late dad was born in February itself. We've got to talk more about that. I'm not in the studio alone, and we are very, very much in the studio. The studio is congested today. Like large numbers of analysts and presenters are seated here today. Anyways, you just calm down. I'm about to show you about, 5, 10, 15 of us are in the studio. But guess what? We had to pick a representative to say, both of you go and do it. I'm giving you guys a figure like that. Barrister Pink, good morning and happy new week.
Good morning. We are double, Abi.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah, that's a me, myself, and I.
And I. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Rio. Good morning, Africa. I am Barrister Pink Eme. Welcome to the Bumper Breakfast Show.
Yeah, a beautiful one. Thank you very much, Barrister Pink. And let's get to start the program like this today by, being serious, getting serious with, today, the governor of Kano State, Yusuf Abba, will be defecting to the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC. I don't know if you guys have seen what I'm seeing. And but before we talk about that, like I said, it's Monday. It's a serious day, and so we have to be serious minded.
Yeah.
We have to be business minded. We have to be politically minded, right? Let's quickly check what is happening in the newspaper this morning, and we'll just come straight to talking about some of the topics that we already prepared for you guys. But because it's been a while that we start with the newspaper or we check the newspaper, and guess what? On Monday like this, I feel like as long as the paper arrives on time, then we'll do the needful. So I'll be starting with the Guardian this morning. The Guardian this morning, the banner headline has so many picture stories on it, but I'll take a couple of the stories that I have. Decades of trade deals failed to warn Nigerians of crude oil dependence. Nigerian democracy excludes many citizens from justice governance. States should compile with Supreme Court ruling on local government autonomy. This is coming from a former governor of Abia State, Oji Uzo Kalu. Rep splits over tax laws as leadership minority caucus clash ahead of plenary. Yusuf rejoins APC, flags of party's e-registration. Now, what I'm going to say here is, Abba Yusuf was formerly in APC. I never knew because I did not do any background check.
In 2014.
He was formerly in APC, defected to the NNPP, and now he's going back to his house. He's going back to his party. Anyways, let's continue. You can't speak truth to power under Tinubu, says Makinde. You can't speak truth to power, under Tinubu. Quote and unquote that statement because a lot of people, so English can be funny. He did not say you can't speak truth under Tinubu. He said you cannot speak truth to power. It's like somebody who is your father, you are the son, and you can't say, Daddy, this thing is wrong. So you can't speak truth to your parents because they are your parents. So he's trying to like make something. Maybe there are some errors he has pointed out, but the presidency have ignored or rejected. Bandits ambush police patrol team in Oyo, killed inspector. This is coming from the Nigeria Police Force. And this is time where you need to talk about these guys. They get to kill them too. They killed police officers too. But we don't say much about them. We are only particular about, oh, they are supposed to protect lives and properties. Are they not some other people's, relatives? Right. Other story. How Olubado, Oni of Ife, Olugbon, others secure pardon for Igboho. I've been saying that news, which I feel like we are going to have conversation about. Some people in the Yoruba land stood up firmly for Sunday Igboho for his name to be removed among wanted people in Nigeria. He might be coming to Nigeria very soon. The question is it coming? Because Oyo State is now under banditry attack gradually. Is it coming because of 2027 election? Is it coming because the Yoruba elders and kings now stood up for him? Why is it now? That's a question to talk about. Tension in Anambra as governor bans Monday sit at home. Well, we get to see to that too. Shell, why we are investing $20 billion in Nigeria. Well, we've been hearing that the Nigeria economy is now very, very attractive, and it has been attracting investors to come invest in the country. Maybe this is evidence of what they say, because Shell is about to invest another $20 billion, the same amount of money that fixes the Dangote's refinery, about $20 billion investment. It's the same $20 billion they are bringing. But I've not read the story, so I cannot categorically tell you what kind of business are they going to do or invest on. But obviously, Shell, it has to do with oil. Anyways, we get to check.
Eyes is on our crude.
Is on our crude. We got to check the Punch and the Nation that will come back to the Nigerian Tribune. But let's go to the Punch this morning.
The Punch. Kano earthquake as Yusuf dumps opposition for APC. NNPP senator attacks FG over Kano governor's defection. PDP ADC others slam Mo as moral collapse, not political gain. And let's look at the riders. U.S. exports to Nigeria jump 60% amid Trump tariff. Discos reject FG's free meter plan. That you find on page 6 of the Punch. Inflation erases 2.8 trillion from workers' pay in 1 year. That you find on page 9. MDLEA nabs Brazilian lady with 3 billion naira heroin at Abuja airport. She wrapped it in coffee. Minority caucus house clash over tax law probe. Suspected kidnappers kill police inspector during rescue operation in Oyo. Tinubu, Shell in high-level talks over $20 billion Nigeria investment. That you'll find on page 6 of the Nation, of the Punch. Let me quickly move over to the Nation. The Nation, please. Tax laws. House of Reps rejects minority caucus report. Fireworks likely as lawmakers return from recess. And let me look at the riders. Cash digital payments must coexist, says NIBSS. Banks valuation rises to 17 trillion naira on recapitalization. Growth is 388%. Oyo rolls out statewide activities to mark 50th anniversary. Okay, so they say Heirs Holding appoints 2 non-EDs to boost corporate governance. So Kano, we've said that before, about Kano. Let's move on to how Lagos is battling widespread refuse mess. That is a very serious issue. Tinubu for Turkey to deepen partnership. States got 6.73 trillion from federation accounts in 11 months. Revenue surged by 29.8%. Delta, Rivers, Lagos on top of table. And finally, on the nation, petrol, diesel, LPG prices will continue to crash as Dogora, Okiru, Amusu, Oke Tinubu on that you will find on page 7 of the nation.
Okay, thank you very much, Barrister Pink, for that beautiful update from both the Punch and the Nation. But then we'll just quickly take a look at the Nigerian Tribune this morning. The banner headline at the Nigerian Tribune: why we will invest $20 billion. This is coming again from Shell CEO. A writer says, comments Tinubu's leadership. Wow, suspected drug trafficker open fire on custom in Ogun. 2 officers injured. Domestic abuse ends in horror as man kills wife, served with acid. Diplomats divided over federal government's payment of $9 million to U.S. lobbying firm. Electoral Act Amendment Bill, stakeholders tackle National Assembly. Rider says, knock Senate over delay. Senate knows why it is frustrating it. Okorie. We must avoid looming constitutional crisis. Okoye. Former INEC commissioner. Nothing fundamentally wrong with existing acts. Senators end 35-day Xmas New Year break. Constitution review electoral bill order listed for consideration. Nigeria banks face tough road to Africans top 10. Awujale, Council of Otubas, says no law prohibits others from contesting stool. This is where I'm going to pick the conversation from today. Come back to my face. I'm angry. Where I am picking this conversation from today is senators end 35-day Xmas New Year break. I mean no disrespect, but you people are not serious with the development of this country. How many break do you give civil servants?
It's just the normal public holiday.
Why you that you make laws? We call you lawmakers.
Yeah.
Lawmakers, you are just resuming 35 days. You have been on break before Christmas. You were on break during New Year. Today is 26th of January 2026. You are just resuming. Does it even show any sign of seriousness that you want the progress of this country? Tell me, 35 days, that is more than a month. You are going to collect salary. You are definitely not seeing anybody want tell me you will collect salary.
Gone.
Not just a whole month with Jara on top.
Yeah, gone.
That's 31 days and 31 days, then plus 4 days. 35 days, a whole month gone. And nobody sat down to deliberate about what is happening in the country. And tomorrow you want to come and collect project or constituency project, whatever money that you collect. Why is the constitution not saying the moment you are there? I mean, nobody is saying don't rest, but resting for 35 days does not make any single sense to me as a leader. 200 million plus people living in a nation where we are battling inflation, insurgency, and all. A police officer just died in Oyo State. Another custom officers, 2 of them, they are injured in Ogun State. You are not talking about it because you're on reset, you're on break. You left your country. Who is checking the president and its executives within 35 days. The major work of the lawmakers is to bring checks and balance on the executives, and of course to check and balance the judiciary. But what has happened in the past 35 days? Can we even give a record? Do we even have data to that? Barrister Pink, your take.
Yeah, the truth about it, I don't think that is the only holiday they take for the year. They usually have
Reset. After they've sat down, AC have entered their throat for a long time.
Much, so
and they're giving them money, give them time to go and spend it.
Go and spend it. So it's too much, especially a country facing insecurity. You understand?
Yeah,
there was a time the insecurity is just maybe one state, two states, but this one is coming very close to home. Sometimes you hear it here in Ekiti, in the southwest. Do you understand? So the country is not so settled that you say, okay, let me leave. The other time there was a rumor, which the Lagos police said no, it is not true. Okay. That there was a bomb scare. So who made that call? Actually, you understand, the prank call, and these are the things that we are facing. So they went on recess earlier in the year, maybe middle of the year, and now they are going for a very long holiday for a country that is facing insecurities. Do you know how many things the president had done and they are not
within that time, and they are not aware?
And they are not even aware.
Wow.
Now, the president is traveling today and they are resuming today. So were they aware of what they are going to sign there? These are the things.
So if I say we don't need lawmakers, maybe we don't need the House of Representative members.
Yeah.
Maybe just the senator is okay. Tell me, what is different from the Senate and the House of Rep? What are their differences?
They're supposed to be like I would say, let me use the word mirror. No, like a mirror.
Okay.
You don't understand?
To just check and balance each other.
Somebody use woo to pass a law.
Then we check it from this side.
We check it and say it's a lie.
In the history of this country, at what time have you witnessed the House of Representatives countering the bill that was signed in the Senate? So
what they don't understand, when you work in the ministry, I worked in the ministry, so there's something they call OPD, and they.
What does OPD mean?
OPD means the Office of the Public Defender. That means if you don't have a lawyer, you're poor. You don't have a lawyer. Okay. And even if you commit a crime, and there's supposed to be somebody for you, it's OPD. So that's why you see their offices are different, but they are all under the Lagos state government. It's unique to every other state government. But why they separated them is that you don't have to know what I'm doing. You can't see the same client entering the same building. Opposite is OPD. So there's no trust, right? So the way they are now, there's no trust. Because the way they parley, the way they move, there's no trust that it will pass here, it will pass here. I hope you understand. It's supposed to be, that is a thorough, question them. But you just see that by the time they just drag them for 5 minutes and it will just scale through. So there is no trust at this time. So
I believe that the highest numbers of parties in the Senate equal, like if APC has the highest number in the Senate, I'm sure APC has the highest number in House of Representatives.
It's obvious, actually.
Yes, and the president happened to be their leader. So once the president says,
the 001,
go. If you check who is the speaker in House of Rep now, APC. Who is the speaker in Senate? APC. Who is the president? APC. Vice president? APC. So tell me. How do we? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. They fought to get to that place because anything that has to do with election competition, you are fighting to get there.
No matter how you got there.
No matter how you got there, you fought to get to that place. So beautiful. You cannot. Somebody said, one of my friends said, "See, Rio, I don't think I just want to marry anyhow person. I waited too long to marry rubbish." And I sat down and I thought about it.
Very true.
I'd be like,
very, very, very true.
This is applicable to me too.
Exactly.
Like, why? You would have married rubbish since.
Yeah.
But you decided not to marry rubbish. So why is it that now that you now want to marry rubbish? No matter the pressure, go and marry, go and marry, go and marry. Oga, put the pressure down. If you marry today, anything happen to you, others will continue to live their lives. I heard from...
And you'll be the only one hanging.
Yes, unreliable source. I said unreliable source. That Mohbad's wife is pregnant.
Mohbad?
Yes.
Okay.
Mohbad died, was it 2023? That Mohbad's wife is pregnant, probably for another person. Somebody said, but that's too early. It's barely 2 years plus that the guy died. They've not even buried him. Because the cops still have issue. They've not buried
No,
him.
no, no, no. Hold,
2 years, easy to hold
No,
body.
no. When they say they have not buried him, remember she under the rain, she went to Ikorodu. She was in distress. I remember how she was. It's like people were pulling her to the center. So to her, they buried him. So government assuming that is a diff. But to her, they buried him. Another thing people don't understand is that most of the time of ever since this technology started, Nigeria started embracing this IVF. Most men actually during the time when you donate your sperm to the bank, they keep it.
Okay.
I hope you understand. So people are not looking at that angle. They actually keep it so that in case they need it, they bank it for you. So in case you need it in future, you'll be shocked and surprised. Maybe they must have gone through the process of IVF one or twice in their life without people knowing.
You mean Mobile and...
I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying that might be her case.
Okay,
But I'm
because
saying that
you would have
yes,
told Nigerians. Anyway.
But I would have said there are unique cases like that whereby they bank it.
Well,
so even when the person is dead, it's easy for them to just go back and.
Okay, anyways, lawmakers, the news said you guys, to me, you have done Nigerians something very, very strong, which personally I'm not happy about. But you guys have made the country to be like to us to say, who am I? I can tell you I'm somebody. I'm a citizen indigene of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I have the same rights as the president has. But it's just that in this country, you cannot stand up somewhere to say that anyhow. The only difference between the president and I is just the title, the president. Anyways, let's talk about the president. His Excellency, number one citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will depart Abuja today for state visit in Republic of Turkey. A special advisor to President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, revealed this on a statement he signed on Sunday. That to President Tinubu to undertake state visit to Turkey. This visit will aim at strengthening the existing cordial relations between the two countries and exploring further area of cooperation in security, education, social development, innovation, and aviation. Bayo Ononuga says. He also reciprocated an earlier state visit to Nigeria by the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan on October 19 to 20, 2021. So I just put a pause there. So it's like, I'm glad that the Turkish president came to Nigeria earlier and the president is going. No, that's what I want to hear. Not like this so man has never been to this country and president jumping on the sometimes the president's ups and downs might be because he wants them to come invest in the country, because he needs them or he wants to collaborate with them. Excuse me. Yes. Which is not bad, right? But I don't even see why this is even making the news, honestly. Just pass us the information. Maybe for now, I feel like insecurity in the country seems to have relaxed a bit.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Because we are lucky, I will say it.
Okay.
We are lucky to stay in the part of this country
okay,
where we can sleep. An ordinary gate man from estate gate and even your own from your gate, you don't understand, can be enough security for you compared to people that even paid for vigilante specially to look after maybe 5 houses and somebody will just throw bomb in. I hope you understand. The flat, the lady from that Arise lady that died, is from a very private estate, right? And they have security men in Abuja,
for that
the
matter.
capital city. It's not that the house is in a bush; it's in a place people can access. And because of the insecurity, I hope you understand.
Okay, all right.
She died.
Yeah.
So the truth about this whole thing, we are lucky. But there are some people, they don't sleep with their one eye closed. They don't sleep at all.
All right. Well, if you call it lucky, I'll call it grace anyways, because some people are still lucky, but there's no grace. Just like that woman in Abuja that you talked about. Yeah. the young journalist.
Yeah.
Our Minister of Culture, Tourism and Creative Economy, Anotu Musawa, has warned that All Progressive Congress risk undermining its chance in 2027 general election if it drops Northern Muslim for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu re-election ticket. Musawa made this remark during the recent episode of Mike Show with journalist Sheung Akin Baluye, amid growing speculations that the ruling party might consider altering the Muslim ticket adopted in 2023 presidential election. According to the minister, removing Shetima or replacing him with a non-Northern Muslim running mate would pose serious political challenge for APC, particularly in the core northern state. It is no Hausa Fulani Kanuri Muslim or that ticket. It creates a handle that in the reality of the way people think, Musawa said. She stressed that politics in the northern Nigeria is deeply rooted and highly sophisticated, warning that decisions taken without proper understanding of the region could backfire. They call North states like Katsina, Kano, Kaduna, Kebbi, Jigawa, Zamfara, and Sokoto understand politics at a very deep level. Politics there is a way of life. People want every 4 years. People wait every 4 years to line up and vote because that is where they feel they have influence, she said. Musawa dismisses claim that the APC could earlier reshuffle presidential ticket without consequences, describing such assumption as politically naive. Now, in this conversation, I think I would be of the opinion if the president, yes, actually have a Muslim Christian ticket this time. For one reason, imagine the Kano state now defecting to the APC today. Imagine there is no other party in the South. Among 6 states in the Southwest, you have just 2 states that are not the APC, and that is Oyo and Osun.
Yeah.
In the Southeast, among 5 states, you have 3 states that are APC.
And some of them, their mind is
I am not joking. The election 2027, I am telling you, as a politician, now go do your background check and your assignment. The road to re-election for the president is looking easier on a daily. Because most of these governors want to go for second time.
Yeah.
Now there will be presidential election before governorship election. You do everything you can to support the presidency so that the presidency gives you backing during go. It's going to be scratch my back as far. Don't let us fool ourselves. Somebody today on radio talked about Peter Obi for me, and I was like, nothing anybody wants to tell me. They had a proper consensus before Obi defected.
Yeah.
I will tell you, Obi was the last popular and strong politician to defect to the ADC last year. I think he defected on the 31st, just few hours to the new year. You want to tell me that man does not know what he's doing? He already knew if he's going for vice presidential candidate. Because where you have Atiku, where you have Amechi, where you have Aregbesola, where you have El-Rufai, where you have David Mark, and you think Peter Obi can come from nowhere to these people who already have bond. All of them have been together in the PDP for a long time, except from Aregbesola. And you just want to come. Somebody said ADC was designed for Atiku, nothing less. Because Atiku was tired of Wike's shenanigans in the PDP.
It was getting messy.
Yes, and I feel like if he goes again, he doesn't want to bow for Wike, because if he continue, Wike will end up dictating for them in the PDP. So they shifted to the ADC. They will still have chairmanship problem. I the talker. Somebody will still come to say, after all, we are this. You know why? Because they did not come together to grow. They are coming together to unseat somebody. It's not like that of the APC. When they started moving, they had a very proper consultation. You now started seeing how many politicians so far are in power, are currently senators, House of Rep, governors that are defecting to ADC. That's from where you should start noticing. When the APC, when they were ready to take over power from the PDP, you started seeing sitting senators, Bukola Saraki, Dino Malaye, defecting from the PDP to APC. They were governors defecting from the sitting governors defecting from the PDP to APC, knowing
And
for
they
the
came
fact,
back.
and they came back. They already saw it. They forecast it. These guys knows what's up. Why do you think a governor that was elected under a particular party, Akwa Ibom, for example, Pastor Eno Omo, was elected under the platform of the PDP?
Yeah.
He has not even finished one term.
He defected.
He defected to APC. He has not. He already saw the collapse in the PDP, and he left. Do you think those guys have chewing gum on their faces?
No.
They know what they are doing. They have the result before you start voting. They know how to forecast. So if we are seated here and we are trying to be biased or be emotional about the reality of Nigerian politics, then we are deceiving ourselves and we are deceiving you as a people. We need to talk and, oh yeah, how many states? Start judging by states. APC has about 30 states now, if I'm not mistaken. About 30. Go to the northeast. How many states do you have there? About 6 or thereabouts. You have the Yobe for APC, you have the Borno for APC. You just start to check, you see APC have more. I think it's just about 2 states or thereabout. I think Adamawa is PDP. That's where Atiku is from. You check all these states, you go to the North Central. Benue is APC. Kwara is APC. Kogi is APC. Just is trying to join the APC. They are declining Caleb Mutfwang. I don't know why. Because people don't take queue. And the moment he joins, he's going to be the Oga. You know, every governor of a state is the Oga. You know.
There's already 1001 there.
There's already one. You now want to come and
does not want
you want to reshuffle. They are blocking him from joining. The same thing I heard that they did for Adeleke, block him from joining
and
the
he
APC.
saved his face and
He went to Accord.
to Accord.
I mean, Accord can be the next force. There's one popular guy, that guy in Ibadan, that had funfair and with the Oni of Ife.
First wife, right?
Yes, he came out to he wants to contest for governor now under Accord. You need to see the crowd that came out with him. You need to see the crowd.
And you know that guy, his words, people respect him.
I hope. You know, politics is not about people
apart
respect
from
you
that,
too.
you know, I told you I was disappointed in him the way he spoke, but doesn't mean that he has crowd.
He has the crowd, but you know, sometimes election is not by popularity.
Who go vote?
That's why in
Hungry
all
crowd.
Lagos state
Hungry crowd
governors,
is
we have
going
never
for
known them.
eligibility.
Who Lagos is going to use in 2027? I'm
Definitely,
sure
to be a Christian, the second person will be a Muslim, but I don't know who.
in Lagos.
Yes, that's what I keep saying. I keep saying either or. Either the
It might be
deputy.
Fashola was
But
a Muslim
I see Ambode, I will not lie to you.
coming back.
Because he has just one term, right? So it's enough time. See, it's just a conspiracy theory. It's enough time for...
Unfortunately, I'm not seeing anybody.
I don't know, but that's what I'm projecting. I see Ambode for one term to give our president...
come and complete his
yes,
term.
it's a conspiracy theory. My conspiracy theory, so I take responsibility for that. So enough time to build...
So that I can work with the president for
son.
the last time
I see our president's son
becoming the governor of Lagos.
governor, and he looks like somebody that will be a good governor because his father was, and the father will not want things to spoil. That is the truth about this whole thing, because he wants at least somebody is.
So the president would likely tell us that there are no other young people that can do better than his son.
See, they say the one you know, sure, Basa's son enter. So it's the one you have that is eligible. If I have children, I'm not saying that if I have children,
you want to put them in power too?
I want them to do what I did, right?
Or do better.
And do better. Since they had a blueprint, maybe the colors increased to light blue. You understand? So, and they want to change it like that. How will you change it with a new person? But the truth is that they will face a lot of hurdles
Okay.
when it comes to that, because there will be backlash, tongue lash
All right.
at the end.
All right, Barrister Ping, let's come back to what a minister is saying. Is this minister being truthful and talking reality? Often know that the president now has a lot of crowd on his side. A majority of the governors are now on his side. It wasn't like that when they elected them at the beginning. PDP had about 15 governors or thereabout. The likes of Sheriff Oborivori in Delta, the likes of Fubara in Rivers, the likes of Eno Omo in Akwa Ibom, the likes of, there are many of them like that. The likes of Duroye Diri of Bayelsa. These guys now defected. All these, I just mentioned 4 in the South. About 4 governors were PDP. Now the whole South is APC. So you can imagine what is going on about that. But despite all the defection and all, one of the ministers of the president is coming out. Maybe this is a conspiracy theory too. Maybe it's a loyalist to Shetima. Because according to what she said, this woman speaks beautifully well. This woman speaks beautifully well.
Yeah, of course.
Well
she was
represented.
Minister of Tourism, though she was an NYSC.
She's the Minister of Tourism now.
I think they merged their ministry.
Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy. That's what she is now.
Back then she had this problem with the NYSC and all that, and I argued for her that is still government. I hope you understand. Even if I would say she's a matured NYSC, because NYSC start counting from when you graduated, not how old you are now, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so most people don't understand that. They just feel that, oh, she want to do NYSC. No, it's when you graduated. So even if you are 60 years old, the year you graduated is what they recognize. They don't recognize your age for now. But the truth is that, like you said, she's very, very smart, and she's Y2K compliant, whereby she embraces technology, and she has been embracing, like the dirty December. She looked at it like a potential project.
Yeah.
And we need a share.
She picked something there.
Only you cannot be taking this glory. The government, the federal government must be part of it. So she's a very intelligent woman. For her to say this, they say there's no smoke without fire at this point. Okay. But I know why this might happen. Do you know why?
Why?
I said it on this table that the Muslim ticket is offsetting the world. Not just the other African countries around us, right? But the Western world that are seen as a Christian country is upsetting them that Nigeria is not like a Christian or a Muslim country. So if you want to even embrace it, right, mix it up. So they believe that maybe the eyes of the world will be removed from us once they put a VP that is a Christian, right? But is it now? No, it's not smart. It's not a smart move. Because if you offend the internal, will you have peace? No.
Okay, well, either it's supposed to be now or not. 2 things are involved. The president can still go ahead with his Muslim ticket as long as it brings happiness and kills security.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why, people gave a benefit of that, or were thinking Muslim ticket will reduce insecurity in the country. Unfortunately, it was a big lie. It doesn't work that way. That if they choose, one thing about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is he always starts from where he always waits for
feedbacks.
He always waits for you at the place where you just want to start.
And feedbacks. He takes feedback.
So he's already there. He knows what Nigerians will say. Now, during the last election, the first person he registered as vice presidential candidate was former president, late Musa Yar'Adua's younger brother.
Yeah.
It was a Muslim ticket. Nigerians did not talk. That time, Peter Obi went to bring Doyin Ogukpe as the vice presidential candidate, Christian ticket. Nigerians were calm. Then when Tinubu saw that these guys are cool with it, nobody is criticizing me.
Let's move on.
Then let me bring my joker out. Then he brought out a household name in Borno, Kashim Shettima. And people started saying, when they saw that it's Shettima name is not, Shettima no small for Northeast. People started shouting because that was a threat. So they were probably not seeing that Yar'Adua's younger brother as a threat until when they saw Shettima. And people started saying, no, Muslim ticket. He went ahead. He fought for it and he got it. if he can risk Muslim tickets and he got it, he can do Muslim Christian tickets. He will get it too. Maybe just a sign, like you said, is that ticket upsets the world. It makes some people feel like they want to Islamize this country.
Yeah.
So if the president feels like, oh, I did that so that I will be in power. Now I'm in power. I know how to control the Muslim Christian ticket and I will still be there. There are two different things. He might have used Muslim as a strategy to get to power. So when you are now there, you can now, what if you decide to pass a constitution and is endorsed by the Senate that henceforth, if a president is a Muslim, the vice president must automatically be a Christian?
No, it's not fair. It's not. If they should not pass that, it's not fair. Because I'm a Christian, but I don't like being unfair. These traditionalists,
what will happen to them?
Yes, because they were the first religion in Nigeria. We are not paying
attention to that. Okay. What if the bill is passed that once one region is that two regions cannot be on the same ticket?
Exactly. If one religion is there, the second one must be another. They should not make it like a Christian Muslim.
Well, you know,
apparently there is Hindu
in courts.
There is Hindu
in courts. Yeah. Whenever you guys want to bring witness out, you ask, what religion do you practice? Is it Christian or Muslim? You have Quran, you have Bible. Do you have the Shango?
Yes, it's Bako.
What's Bako?
It means
it has to be iron.
That's what I'm saying. They'll bring out what you worship. So we'll call it Bako because they'll just say this is what you worship other than any other thing. Because if you notice one bag the Chief Justice always carrying, actually is only the Christian and the Muslim book of faith. That is the Bible and the Quran that is in that bag.
So it does not have the Bako.
It does not have the Bako. So what I'm saying is that...
Do you recognize Juju in cults?
I don't... we don't recognize the practice of the Juju, but we recognize that you practice a different religion from every other person.
If a witch got arrested for using Juju to kill like somebody as a witch, and there is no proof that this person, maybe the person just say, Ulaga, and that one died. Yeah. And everybody caught her like, oh, she actually confessed that, oh, I killed. And they took this person to court. And there is no evidence to say, oh, I did Ulaga, the person died.
So this is where witnesses will come in. I hope you understand. Did you see him doing something to like chant? So these the witnesses that will say, we saw him doing like this. I hope you understand. And the person died. Now, physically, they will check the state, the health of that person. You understand? And if they find out that there is no possible means, so they will use that witnesses. I hope you understand, to judge the matter. But so if there is no witnesses, but the only thing that they had that you say you will see, you will come and explain to the court, what do you mean that the person will see? I hope you understand. We go physical, but we've been clamoring for spiritual, you understand? But for now, it is all physical. So they will use all the circumstantial evidence to judge that matter. Maybe the judge might just say, these are just words of mouth.
Okay.
I hope you understand. So you are lucky, but doesn't mean in your heart God will not judge you. So.
Okay, thank you very much, Barrister Pink. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue because we have less than about 10 minutes in the studio. But we'll go on a short break. When we come back, let's have more conversation this morning. Stay tuned. Okay, if there is technical glitch or issues there, we'll then continue the conversation.
Mommy, I got the school fees. You too much.
Nah, money point too.
Money points, thank you.
No worries. Victor, you self go make am. Mo go buy ball.
Victor, even you they use money point?
Of course now, they use money points.
Confirm.
Money Point, made for your progress.
Right, welcome back to the Monday edition of the Bumper Breakfast Show. This topic might likely be the last one we'll be talking about in the studio this morning. But what's this topic? Just in Sunday, Igbo set to fully return to Nigeria from self-exile. Now the writer says, Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, is set to return home from self-exile following the moves by some monarch backing his full freedom and reintegration. According to the news reaching to us, the spokesperson Olayomi Koiki disclosed that the effort of some traditional rulers in the southwest, especially the Olubadan of Ibadan, Oba Rashidi Ladoja, the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi Enitan Ojaja II, were instrumental to Igboho's clearance to return home. In 2025, Igboho had lamented that he was tired of staying in exile. He made an appeal during the visit to Olugbon Orile Igbon Oba Olushola Alao at his palace at Orile Igbon, Surulere local government area of Oyo State. He pleaded with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu lead federal government to remove his name from the wanted list, saying he is not a criminal and he should not be treated as such. Igboho lamented that he was declared wanted by the late Muhammadu Buhari's administration for an unknown offense, and it made it difficult for him to use the Nigerian passport, as well as denied him access to his bank account despite court judgments in his favor. I'll put a pause to that and we'll quickly talk about it.
Yeah.
Some traditional rulers are standing for Igboho. In this case, I mean, respect to the traditional rulers who, are standing their ground to fight for their sons. It's okay to do that. But then, what were the people standing for Mazi in Abdikalu?
See,
No, that's where I'm actually going. I'm not going to talk about Sunday
quickly
Igboho
state
because
the
I knew.
difference.
Okay.
You see the way Sunday Igboho is speaking.
Okay.
He's analyzing it like is this one. Not somebody shouts. I hope you understand. Even in courts, people are willing to represent you for free. You say you have sacked them. You come to court, the way you dump the paper, I don't like the judge.
Insult the judge.
See, let me tell you, character matters.
Telling the judge, you
Sure,
don't know the law.
yesterday I was provoked. You say I was provoked. Usually on all the social space, I don't like writing. I might read it and do thumbs up, do funny face. But yesterday I had to write, right? Because when our Anambra State governor said they are going to stop this sit at home, do you know some people have not been to Anambra State 5 years?
Because of sit at home.
Because of sit at home and insecurity. But this December, he made it now. You see all these concerts they do in Lagos.
Yeah.
They did it here now. The countdown, everything, no insecurity. People are having fun. Then all of a sudden he says, do you know students have not been going to school on Monday? They made it Saturday, extra. Do you know how stressful it is? Then all of a sudden, I don't know which of the IPOB, because they say IPOB that denied that they did not order for the sit at home. He's telling him that instead of him to go and release Nnamdi Kanu, but yesterday for the first time, I had to speak because I saw
Is
that.
Nnamdi Kanu from Anambra
That's
State?
what we said. That was what all of us from Anambra said. How come nobody is shifting it to Governor Oti?
At least.
From Abia. You don't understand? You can't even say let all governors from the east help out, right? But you specifically brought out Governor Soludo, who has cleaned up
The state.
the states. If you enter now from the pictures I saw, I was shocked because I know most of all those roads. You don't understand? How do you know that from our major markets, from the high court from behind, right? If you are coming, this is the space you have for cars to move. For a two lane. Why? People in the market that is braiding here has entered
The road.
the road. People from the other side selling okpa and all those things, they've entered the road. Guess what? He used barricade, iron, to
And shift
push
them
them.
back.
And that place is free. He tried to beautify. So why do you want things to be damaged? And why is our governor your problem? I hope you understand. For the
Yeah,
first
see
time, look
that
at
Anambra looks to be the heartbeat of the East.
in short, people had mad fun. So you don't like that.
And you are declaring seat at home.
Yes, even Obi Kubana, because of space.
Obi
Yeah.
Kubana is another
I
case
think it's
to
on
talk
Onitsha
about.
also.
Yeah.
But he built the Dubai he's building in Delta State, still just like across the waters
Yes.
of Anambra State.
Yes.
I hope you understand. Because Delta State, even if you don't want to enter Anambra State or so, is still secured. And I heard that the governor is doing well.
There is,
Security and all that. Yes.
You, at least the River Nine bridge is between Asaba
That's what
and
I'm telling you.
Onitsha.
Even this one, they scattered his hotel. This one at the beach that is complaining.
The
that
landmark.
landmark.
Yeah.
He has gone to Enugu now. Said the Enugu government gave him one old hotel that belonged to the government. He's doing his thing, Abi. But the truth about it is that why don't you want peace?
In the East.
So you see that some people are enjoying from this thing because there was a time, every time I see them when that sit at home started, I see them on social media cooking. And I have to ask, is it that you people are enjoying this? They say people from the abroad do send them money to cook. So you see that some people are enjoying this whole thing. It's like the next missile, nowhere to locate. That is the thing I will say. You better everywhere scatter. Most start to be rebuilt from beginning than this nonsense will continue.
Well, a very big difference that Barrister Pink has, mentioned about Sunday Igboho and what's it called, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Sunday Igboho pleaded with some traditional rulers. He humbled himself and said,
Pleaded?
Yes, I am tired of staying away from my home, my country. I want to come home. I'm not guilty of what the late Buhari accused me of. I only try to defend my local people. But he was accused that he was keeping ammunition in his house and all, which they have. The government, however, freezed his account. He does not have access to his account, and his passport, he has been treated, different ways that are not, satisfied to the heart. Well, remember he was arrested in Benin. He was sentenced even to prison in Benin.
Yeah.
But the likes of Wole Soyinka, the likes of strong Yoruba people stood for him. And then they brought him out. I think he came to Nigeria, and after the whole allegation started again, he moved. Now, why was the late president not happy that somebody like Igboho was fighting bandits? Why? Somebody that you can say, okay, if this is the case, let's have an agreement. You have the confidence to face this guy. We have the power to support you. Let's fight together. Why? Maybe the government was scared that if we build or groom this guy, it might become something else. But remember, there were people who were tougher than Sunday Igboho. And I'll tell you, example is Tom Polo. He repented eventually. They found something to give to him. They negotiated. Now he's one of the surveillance,
But do you see him speak anyhow?
But do you see him speak anyhow? Even though Asari Dokubo speaks anyhow, sometimes he calm down and you won't see him misbehaving.
And he will correct himself.
Of course.
And say, I thought.
Right? So it's obvious that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu he has very high temperament. He gets angry easily. And see, let me tell you, if you are that person that gets angry easily, you have given your enemies the first strategy to bring you down.
Bam.
Because they will always bring anointing to your table and you will always fall for it. And that is why. Now I've not heard Mazi Nnamdi talk in a while. Ever since they moved him from Abuja to Sokoto. Nobody to go to visit anyhow again. You won't go Sokoto, go visit. How?
In short, if they are going, unlike before, you don't see them inside with him. Right? Now if they are
Nobody
going
is
from
going.
the airport before the enter play, they will be telling you we are going to visit Nnamdi Kanu to tell you the distance. You know, say this same thing happened to Reverend King when he was in Kirikiri. His members were still coming and be doing normal thing, but when they moved into the north, did you hear anything?
Well, that is Martin Namdekalo on the face. Thank you very much, Odi, for I really wish for freedom for Martin Namdekalo.
But you should take it easy.
And I hope that he learned his lesson. What you are doing is traceable felony. You cannot create government inside government.
And he jumped bail. People are not paying attention to that.
He jumped bail.
He jumped bail.
If it was the military era, this man would have been sentenced to fire squad.
Yeah.
Abi, by now, the military will not allow you. So, and I'm sure he witnessed the military era.
Shocking.
He witnessed the military era.
Shocking.
So don't take advantage. If Gen Zs are saying Wizkid is better than Fela, somebody at the age of 40 or 50 should not come out to say, oh, that is true. You will understand. However, music grows. Yes, at a point.
How old is Wizkid actually?
I think Wizkid is 35 or 36.
How long did he have with Fela?
How long did he have with Fela? Fela is 28 years off in the grave now. So,
Just
and
few years.
if you
He
check,
was still
yes,
a child.
if you check, when did hip hop start?
That's what I'm saying. He was still.
Yes,
a
he was
child.
a child. He might probably not know plenty about Fela.
Exactly.
But growing up, Fela was part of the people they grew up to know. Like, this is music.
But you grow up to know it's even from people.
Knowing him from the background.
Do you understand?
Mm.
When you see your own father say, I want to go to Fela's shrine.
So when you were growing up,
Yes.
your fathers were playing music.
Music.
they were
And my
probably
father is
playing-
always going to the shrine. In
And they were probably, so apparently, you don't even as a child need to know Fela deep.
Exactly.
But you follow your father's footsteps.
And
This is
ask
what my
questions.
father, you understand?
And now there's even technology. There's even
Perhaps,
history compilation.
if you check his hand, he has Fela. To me, Whiskey disrespected Fela. Not even the shame. No matter how much you provoke me, Barrister Pink, I will not insult your parents.
Exactly.
I would, if I want to insult, I would insult you. But
Dra-
he
drag
chose-
me directly,
yes,
you know.
He insulted the father, even insulted the wife, and said, "Oh, am I sleeping with your ugly wife?" I mean, that's you passing the line. And, anyways, they'll sort it. We have to leave now, Barrister Pink. How do you say your goodbye?
I am Barrister Pink Egbe. Bye for now.
Unfortunately, that is all that we can bring to you on the Monday edition, 26th of January 2026, Bomber Breakfast Show. I am Ambassador Robin Emmanuel Oluwafemi. For short, you can call me Rio. I'll see you again. From Barrister Pink and I, it's a bye-bye for now.